and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm the hardest working man in comics, Victor Dandridge.
And I'm Ryan, king of Comic Town.
Yeah. Heavy as the head, man. Heavy as the head.
So matter of fact.
I'm the king of Comic Town. But you're not the Joffrey of Comic Town. Recognize.
Dang it, now I have a new goal.
Don't make that your goal. That's a no.
People will not like me.
At all. You'll die of poison and everyone will laugh and celebrate. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Speaking of poison and sulfur.
All right, so this was a fifth week to behold.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fifth week of fifth weeks.
Yeah.
Right.
DC had its usual run of like, here's annuals for all this bunch of
Right.
stuff. But Image was like, you like Chrononauts? Here's all 4 issues.
All 4.
Black
all
Label
4.
dropped not just Harleen, but #1 for Joker Killer Smile.
Right.
Silver Surfer wraps up.
Yep.
DCeased wraps up.
Yep.
Basketful of Heads starts. Marvel puts out a Zombies the same week as DCeased.
I'm feeling shots fired. I'm feeling pum, 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 pum.
Yeah.
We close one door, open up another.
Yeah.
And there's still undead on the inside. Mm-hmm. Bad for all of us. That's how I'm feeling.
And we have the second installment of the Dark Multiverse one-shots. And this one, Lois is getting revenge, isn't she? That wasn't a DC advertisement. So that's
okay, that's what you said? Okay. Woo!
Yeah.
Yes. But on a level, in a way, we're not ready. I'm disappointed that this is a one-shot. That's where I'm at right now. This right here could have been a series all on its own.
Yeah.
Not even joking.
And they can do stuff like that. Because look at DCeased.
Right. Oh.
You just say, Elseworlds miniseries, go.
Boom. I don't know if they're seeding in order to restart Elseworlds.
I think they should.
I absolutely like Elseworlds reboot, rebirth, whatever. Make it happen. Rebook it. Yes. All right. So down here.
Yes.
Okay. Ironically, like the one that I have up here, you have down there. What are we doing?
I don't know what I'm doing.
We're having all the fun. Okay.
I just work here.
That's fine. So no, you didn't have to switch it. Okay. Well, you switch it. All right, so we have one that's the same, and then we go totally different. Yep. Where do you want to start?
Let's get this one out of the way first.
Okay.
Because there's so much to talk about for Chrononauts and for Killer Smile. Okay, issue 2.
Yeah.
Plot, Vault Comics. Continues the creepy. I don't think it's going to have the same heat that issue 1 had, just because a lot of people were speculating that it's going to go up in value and whatnot.
Right.
If you don't come back for issue 2, you are missing out on one of the creepiest Cullen Bunn-esque Joe Hill lock and key Swamp Thing nightmare stories possible.
Okay. It's too close to Halloween for you to keep describing things.
Yeah, but it's awesome. You want to see people throwing up like weird black tar stuff? It's here.
You mean like other than at the last family reunion I went to?
Yeah.
All right. That's what up.
Ghosts. I think they're ghosts looking for vengeance. It's there.
Okay.
A family that's barely being held together by the need for them to live together. Yeah, it's awesome. This thing is so creepy.
That's good.
Yeah. If you're into any of the things I mentioned, go pick this up.
That's dope. All right, so I'm gonna talk about the Dark Multiverse, the Death of Superman. As you can see, this Lee Weeks cover.
So Rich Corinthian.
It's amazing. It's amazing. All right, so the whole Dark Multiverse thing is taking classic stories from the DCU and putting the Dark Multiverse spin on it, right? So in this one, we have Lois clearly upset from the death of Superman, and things take a turn. And where it goes, wow. There's some things here, some occurrences that you would never think would happen in a DC book. I'm proud that it's here.
Nice.
I'm proud that it's here. Again, if this does not get explored in a long-term series,
you're missing out.
You're leaving dollars on the table. I mean, completely. As we're in this renaissance of looking at Lois Lane and her impact on the Superman mythos,
do it.
Right here, please. Come on. Okay. Sorry, just had to get that out. Where do you want to go next?
Basketful of Heads. Not just a holiday shopping option. It's the new Black Label.
What's your Amazon list look like, man? I'm nervous.
It's heads and a basket. Speaking of Joe Hill, Joe Hill wrote this one, and it has some supernatural aspects at first, but it starts off with this really grounded, idyllic town.
Right.
Coming off of it was like a tourist trap area. Coming off of summer, some prisoners escape from a bus that's taking them from one prison to another, and They are now going through the town. Nobody really knows how dangerous they really are.
Ooh.
But at least one person shows up dead.
Okay.
So it's got kind of this like 1980s sort of vibe to it in terms of like the horror movie kind of thing, where it's a small town, everybody's safe, but there's at least one or two monsters out there that are going around killing. I'm digging it. It's awesome. Plus, it's got a possibly possessed Norse axe.
And sold.
Yeah.
100%.
Done.
Like, say less. Say less.
Yeah.
There's nothing else you need to talk about. Chrononauts. I've got 1, 2, and 4 here for reasons.
Yeah.
Okay, game changer. The notion of a book dropping in its totality, right? We're not just talking like graphic novel comes out. We're talking a 4-issue miniseries, all of it coming out at once. The impact that this could be, the disruption of the norm. What are we looking at here? Like, are there opportunities to order more as people read this and love it and understand how great it is?
That's what I wonder.
I don't know. Is that going to change the game? Like, if this doesn't sell high numbers, but now becomes valued quantities because it's not high numbers, does that have an effect? Does that feed back into the comic shops? And Lord knows, like, when this comes out on Netflix, what will that do to these particular items?
And one of the other interesting things about the Miller World stuff is, generally speaking, it's all strip cover returnable with no strings attached. So if a shop over orders,
you're not at a loss under anything.
But like that means those copies disappear.
Right, which then again escalates the collector value. Ooh, Mark, you troublemaker. Now there's a reason why I have issue 3 up here, and we will do our best to talk about why without spoiling, because we are spoiler 0. But the rest of the series had to get some love, as honorable mentions specifically. But issue 3 is my favorite. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, that was the Empire Strikes Back one.
Yeah, it really good. Okay, we'll talk about that. Last but not least,
definitely not least,
Joker.
Oh, I prefer that cover. That cover's so...
I mean, it's so beautiful. But that one, look, okay, wait, show him again.
This one's cool.
I swear it looks like Channing Tatum, okay?
It does.
Like, come on.
It does.
Channing Tatum meets Fight Club. Would you suffer a remake of Fight Club if Channing Tatum was Tyler Durden? I know, right?
That's a toughie.
That is a tough question. Would you suffer a Fight Club remake if Channing Tatum was Tyler Durden? And like,
I don't know. That's a toughie.
Who would be Jack?
Gilbert Godfrey.
Okay, you're out there. All right, I'm gonna put the book back now. I'm
gonna talk about Joker.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. That's a really good question.
I wasn't ready for your answer though. Oh,
neither was I.
Boom. Okay. Okay. So Joker, killer smile.
Yeah.
Cerebral.
Yes, very much so.
Very. I mean, methodical seems redundant to say when you're talking about Joker.
Yeah.
But it ain't. So far, this book isn't about him.
Right. It's about a therapist or a psychologist or someone who's another idiot in the many line of idiots that's like, you know what, Joker?
I can make a difference.
I can make you better.
You know what? Joker suffers so many of those, like, you know, I can fix you kind of like love affairs.
No, you can't. You made yourself another victim.
Like, right, man. You know who's never tried to fix him? Batman. He just punches him and puts him back in the hole.
That's right.
He's like, nah,
you're Joker.
You're Joker, man. Like it's who you are. It's what you are. This creeped me out.
It did. It really did, because the thing.
Yes. Because I need to understand how that is happening.
Which came first?
To me, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So still bad.
It's such amazing. I don't know, because I think it's a 3-issue, right? Jeff Lemire's doing the
Only
writing.
3 issues?
Yeah. It's what? Andrea Sorrentino. The creative team's amazing.
Yeah.
The mind-blowing part is, I don't know how it's going to be strung together like in a linear thing. Like, they could have done this just as a one-shot.
And it still would have made me cry tonight.
Because it's the psychological warfare that is going on, unbeknownst to everybody involved except for one person.
And that's okay. So in juxtaposition of the Joker movie, I'm far more comfortable with how dark and dire this is.
Yes.
Because at the very least, we're not trying to justify Joker.
Yeah.
And I think that is absolutely my thing against the movie, is it's almost presented as a justification of Joker, and he should never be justified. And this doubles down on that notion, no, there is no understanding this guy. You only experience it and hope you survive that.
Yeah.
That's it.
He's pure evil.
Yeah. I would, you know what? Okay, so Joker and Michael Myers get put in a room together. Who comes out?
Dang. They both do.
Oh, that's worse. That is way worse.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because they'll find some kind of common ground.
Oh.
They're like, you know what? I've always hated my sister, too.
They're sharing skincare products. Like, oh, I like yours is a mask. Well, let's fix that. Like, maybe we can make it permanent.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Or Joker looks at him and goes, Shatner, how are you? I loved you in Star Trek. You're amazing. Oh, my God. TJ Hooker? Yeah, you are.
I was about to make the TJ Hooker joke.
Because we're the same on that level. All right, so moving into the acrylic.
Samesies, I think.
Yeah, we got all the samesies. Okay, I think it's right and fair to go ahead and do Chrononauts first. So issue 3 of Chrononauts is my favorite. As a longtime fan of Mark Millar, there's always a point where like you think you know where the story is going, and then it twists.
It does.
It does this nice little pew. This is that issue.
Yes. How do we talk about it without spoiling? Because it isn't just we're not spoiling issue 3.
Right.
We're not spoiling issues 1 and 2
at all. The guys are back. Boys are back in time. Yeah. They are confronted with a very interesting problem.
Yeah.
And I love the notion of, despite their genius and the fun that they had in previous series, this is a very legit issue.
And it's something that comes up.
Yeah.
And like a lot of things with time travel, it comes up.
Yes.
And they have to make this decision.
Yep.
And it has incredibly huge ramifications.
Huge. And it's always the thing that, like, if anybody makes a story about time travel, they always, throw out circumstances like this. And when you see the ramifications of the use of time travel, which is very interesting, I love the notion of fictionalizing real events.
Right, yeah, because
there are things.
Yeah.
There are things.
Yeah.
And
Mark puts a couple things out into play.
Man, where you're like...
They seem timely. They seem timely.
That's very true. Very, very true. But yeah, like there's so many different ways that this becomes a very interesting psychological question mark.
Yeah.
There's not a right or wrong. There's people who we favor and people who we don't favor.
Yeah.
And I think that's the mix. I mean, it's the same energy that Civil War had.
Yeah.
When you look at it, Iron Man is 100% right.
Yeah. Everybody's going sick house. You need a way to rein all that in.
Got to, but you favor Cap. Like, Cap's position just seems so much nicer.
Yeah.
But that's the... Oh!
Yeah. Because the way... I can't talk about it.
Yeah, no, you can't say that. You can't say that.
Dang it.
You tried. You tried, though. You're...
Yeah, because it's very... Mark does something very, very clever.
Yes. He always does.
Why are you even watching at this point?
I know.
Just skip it. You're like, you knew.
Oh, he did something clever? Of course he did.
Who's this Miller guy?
He's our friend, and we like it. But seriously, I've been excited about this series dropping for a while because knowing just the general outside ramifications of releasing all 4 issues is cool, but then to actually be able to read all of it in one setting, that is like a rare, beautiful thing.
I wonder how much was it tougher on the editorial staff, because it isn't like here's one book,
right?
Here's everything.
I mean, well, you figure what this is a testament to is how ahead of things he is.
You'd have to be.
Yeah, like when you're watching his Twitter feed or anything like that and he's promoting a book, he's probably written that thing a year ago.
Yeah, just straight Ozymandias style.
Yeah, I already did that. You thought I would tell you so you could stop me? No. Silly. So yeah, Chrononauts, fantastic.
Very,
Future
very
Shock is not shocking that we loved it, because we did. Very, very much so.
2 other tour de forces of the human spirit. One is like a super, super sci-fi Kirby-esque.
Yes.
Blacklight poster dream, and the other one is just
the darkest thing
it makes the Empty Man miniseries look like.
You know what? This close
Mr.
to Halloween, let's do Silver Surfer Black, and let's end it with DCeased.
Works for me.
Yes. Silver Surfer Black, Donny Cates, Trad Moore, Dave Stewart. This book, I am jealous.
I want to get high with it.
Yes!
This book. I don't think it's possible for a book to do that.
But you do. But this is a book that if you're in that tweeny phase, right, where you're like not sure if comics are the thing or whatever, and you get a hold of this is someone's Watchmen. This is someone's Dark Knight Returns. This is gonna break someone's face wide open, and they're gonna suddenly believe in the magic of comics.
Yeah.
The visuals are astounding. If I see Silver Surfer's junk one more time, though, I will feel a certain kind of way about shiny things. That's all I'm telling you. Because like they reuse this.
Because I am Norrin.
At least
Ned.
Norrin's Nads. Yes.
Silver balls.
The power cosmic. Yes. This was glorious, though. The amount of storytelling that's involved is beautiful. This is truly an experience.
It is. Like a lot of cosmic books, people will say stuff like, "Oh, it's got like a whole cosmic universal." This one actually does,
Literally,
because I couldn't figure out what they were going to do because this takes place so far in the past,
right? But simultaneously, has long-term effects. This is crazy. And then I think it's interesting to paint the picture of how long Silver Surfer has been around,
right?
And the notion that he wasn't Galactus's first herald.
Yeah.
So how old is everything? Like,
Yeah.
This is crazy. Like, it's absolutely insane. But it what it doesn't do is it doesn't diminish the Surfer's relevance
Not
in
one
the
bit.
cosmic scale.
Yeah. In fact, I think it elevates it because
I
now
agree.
you have so much more of a comprehension of what he can do, what he can't do,
Right.
what he's willing to sacrifice,
What he's not.
yeah, because that's also super important.
Yeah, and we were saying there's a presentation of him in the Thanos series, and I think this is it.
That's what I wondered.
I think this is where that comes from. And if that's the case, wow, way to explain something without being like, and this is the explanation for how this is.
Yeah,
Trusting your readers to be smart enough to figure it out.
paid off.
Thank you very
Paid off.
much. Amazing.
All right, any happiness that you had in your soul will be gone 2 pages in to DCeased number 6.
2 pages. Yo, I'm reading it and I'm like, oh my god. Everyone's like, what are you reading? I'm like, DCeased. I'm like 2 pages in. When Ryan gets to it,
2 pages in.
2 page. Oh my god. I'm like, page 2, right? He's like, yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
There's places that as comic book fans we speculate, but we never thought we'd see.
Yeah.
This is up there. Oh man. I mean,
The whole planet is going to die.
period.
Like,
Period.
end of discussion.
It's not even a question of it's literally of when.
Yeah.
Not if, not how or why,
Yeah.
when.
And we had thought that as long as the corrupted anti-life equation never escaped Earth,
Right.
we'd be relatively safe. Well, in issue 5, no spoilers, Superman comes down with it. So it can leave Earth. It can also single-handedly wipe out everything on Earth.
Pretty much. Like, who's going to stop that?
Yeah.
The level of dissemination in this one.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Because a question I had about one of the other characters and where they went.
Yeah.
It was like crap.
Oh, dang it. That. And shout out to Green Arrow, okay? In the final seasons of Arrow, I think Green Arrow should get his due completely. And I think this series gives a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Little hat nod to Ollie. But
The confrontation between that
was the worst to me.
Because yes, and then the
Yeah. Because you saw, like, I saw it in that moment, like, yo, you shouldn't have let go. Why did you let go?
yeah
And you definitely shouldn't have said that out loud.
yeah
And
right, and then that because now like what was
I don't know. Is there a second series? There needs to be a second series. Please, please, please. Because I mean, and where is this?
Right. Because it's left off in a way that it's not like a bad movie ending where you're like, oh, they're setting it up for a sequel. It's this organic place where you're like, could you do a sequel, please?
Right? Will you? What do we have to do in order to make that happen? How many units must move in order? Like,
it's just so next level and bleak. And
oh snap! We didn't even say who did this book.
Tom Taylor, Trevor Harrison,
right? Who did the colors?
Because it's in small print.
I was gonna say it's super.
Rain Barreto.
Okay.
Yeah,
there we go. This Edge of the World, more like End of the World. Oh, it does say End of the World. Okay, good. Literally, I mean,
that thing is scary.
Oh, like the worst.
And I can't talk about my favorite part in it.
Yeah,
is.
Come on, 100%. That is where they were. You knew that's where they were going. That's what it was, man, and it was perfect.
And he stepped up. He did
100. In this moment, though, everything could have changed if, in the DC universe that this is, that they had Endgame. If they had Avengers Endgame in theaters, they totally would have turned things around. The reason why I say this, wait for it. Wait, almost there. Wait, where are you? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If it just done that,
right?
If you had the movie, you would have known.
But they don't have that.
But they don't have the movie. So again, look at that. Media, technology could have saved them. That was probably that's what the cure is. Yeah. That's what the cure is. If they just knew, and there you go. But unfortunately,
why wouldn't you do it? Yeah, because the person that does it is like
right
a beast, and they're capable of all.
And if you consider how much of a weapon that part of them actually is,
right?
You eliminate quite a few threats
continuously.
That's all I'm saying. But, I guess in sword fighting, that's not really the most plausible thing. You go for the larger target.
But,
so,
you're right. This is a comic book. You don't have to go for center of mass.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just throwing it out there.
Damn it.
Oh, man. What a good read, though. Put you in a place. This was phenomenal reads. For 5th weeks, no skimps.
Yeah.
No skimps whatsoever. Nothing but big meals. If this is your first time checking us out, definitely click the like button because we need that validation in our lives. And we got some new initiatives that we were just talking about. Oh, you guys are going to want to be a part of this.
Yes. And the way to make sure you find out about it is to subscribe and hit the bell, because then every week we will come to you and you'll be told these guys are on YouTube again. You might want to watch.
Yeah. And you do want to watch. Want to watch what we're doing when we're doing it.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that we're doing.
Exactly. It's like 8mm 3.
Yeah.